Hello everyone! Greetings from Kharkov, Ukraine. My name is Svetlana Mucha and I am the leading matchmaker and dating coach at Diolli.com. This is the first video that we are filming outdoors from our office. We have left our office to enjoy beautiful spring sunny day in Kharkov, and of course I wanted to boast a little with a new dress. I'm a girl after all, so I hope the wind won't ruin this video for you. Today I want to discuss with you a very important topic. Are you too obsessed with the looks of your potential partner? Like always, I have been inspired to this topic by our dear clients and also by a post that I have seen on Twitter. In this post it was written that the problem of so many singles is the fact that they are looking for unconditional love with too many conditions. It is really hard to disagree with this post because so many times people want to find the perfect soulmate who will have the exact height, the exact body type, who will have these exact values and who will share these exact hobbies. At the very beginning of this video, I want to tell you that yes, I fully agree that looks is important when it comes for search of your life partner. But I strongly disagree with this idea that men are just so much more visual than women are. Guys, it is not so. Women are visual as well, especially if we are talking about the age group of girls in their early 20s. In this age group, looks of the boy she is going to date is very important to her, and actually it can be of a number one importance, a number one priority for her to date someone who's hot, cute, by her own standards. So gentlemen in their middle and late 30s, and I'm not even talking right now about gentlemen in their early or God forbid late 40s, you are not even on the radar of girls in their early 20s. The fact that by 44 you have paid for your mortgage and you own a furniture store together with your brother doesn't make you super sexy and super wanted by girls in their early 20s. Actually, she will choose every other day a cute barista or a bad boy who rides a bike, or maybe a boy who works for H&M, or a guy she has met in coffee shop, just because he's young, just because he's tall, just because he has cute tattoos on his enormous biceps, just because he's athletic. One 44-year-old gentleman for almost 30 minutes has tried to convince myself, or better to say himself, that he has to date a girl who is 20 or 22 because he owns a furniture store together with his brother. Sasha, can we add the biggest, slowest facepalm here? So when I have suggested this 44-year-old gentleman to consider dating someone who is like 7-10 years younger, a lady who is 34 up till 37 years old, he has wrinkled his nose like if he has smelled something rotten. Can you actually be surprised that he is single? By the way, when I was doing a research on Tinder, I have found his profile there, and in that profile he has claimed that he is actually 34 years old instead of 44. Guys, I want you to repeat it like mantra until you actually remember it. Even if you look good for your 40s, you are still in your 40s. No one will confuse a gentleman who is 45 years old with a gentleman who is 30 or 35 years old. If you do not believe me, just find a photo where you are 34 and then a photo of you when you are 44 and compare these two pictures. Okay, if you are not completely honest with yourself, do a little experiment and go out and ask people, maybe a barista in the nearest coffee shop, show these two pictures and ask on which photo you are actually 10 years younger. Trust me, no one will be confused which photo features you 10 years ago and which photo is recent. Of course, if you are rich and famous 34 years old, for example, you are a TV producer, there definitely will be young girls in their late teens and early 20s, like models or actresses to be, who would be craving your attention because you can strongly improve their career chances and because they want to mingle with your influential friends, like rich and famous people, because it can change their future. But if you are a 44 years old who runs a furniture store together with your brother and you crave attention of a girl who is 21 or 22, She will most likely choose a guy who works in the gym and lives with his roommates just because he's tall, athletic, and handsome. Anyway, let's return to our topic, obsession with the looks. I believe Tinder and Instagram have created these unrealistic expectations what beautiful people should look like. It is crazy. Do you believe the recent scandal with one of the Kardashian sisters? Her not edited photo was leaked to the internet, and she has tried to take it back to sue people for posting that picture. Nowadays, it is not enough to be just attractive. You have to look plastically attractive, like those edited photos, those photoshopped pictures. It is crazy. So often when I show a photo to my client of a girl who is really beautiful, like really attractive in person, but I show photos that are not edited and do not have filters on it. And my clients, especially gentlemen in their 20s and early 30s, they claim that this girl is not attractive. How? And when I ask them to show me the photo of a girl they find attractive, they keep sending me photos that are hardly edited and have many filters on them, and they look plastic. Like, no one has skin like that in real life. She is not a Barbie doll, she is a real person. Pretty often they also send me photos of very glamorous girls, very beautiful girls. You can easily find such profiles on Instagram. You can tell me right now, so what's the problem? Why not to introduce this gentleman to girls who have this glamorous beauty? Well, I will tell you. Because they have nothing in common and they have very different expectations. People like to believe that just because I like her looks, it means that she is down to earth, kind, that she wants to have kids, and that she will accept me the way I am. No, it won't happen. For example, last year we have introduced our 30-year-old client from Philadelphia. He's an accountant, a very nice young gentleman. So we have introduced him to a 26-year-old sales manager from Kharkov, and she has worked for a fashion company. This gentleman had 5 dates with 5 ladies. We have introduced him to 5 ladies, and in my opinion, 4 other ladies were way stronger candidates because their system of values strongly aligned with his. They had much in common. They had similar understanding about family, about relationship. The 5th girl was not a bad person either, but she was just slightly different. You can ask me right now why the gentleman has chosen her. Well, because in his opinion, she was the most beautiful from all of them. But was she really the most beautiful girl from all 5? I will tell you, they all were in their middle to late 20s. They all had beautiful hair, beautiful skin. They all were athletic. The only difference that I can think of was the fact that the 5th girl, the one he ended up dating, was better dressed. She was more expensively dressed. You can tell me right now that it doesn't matter to men how expensive is the dress the girl is wearing. Well, I will strongly disagree with you. Maybe subconsciously, but many men feel attracted to girls who invest more money and more effort into their looks and yes, into their clothes as well. Anyway, let's return to our accountant. For his 6 months anniversary with his girlfriend, she has asked him for a very expensive purse at the present. And before you start rolling your eyes, he has actually asked her what kind of a gift she wanted for their anniversary, and she has chosen that purse. The gentleman thought it was stupid. He thought that for this money, they could go to Egypt and spend like 5 days in a 4-star hotel. Yes, their purse has costed so much. The girl has called him cheap and he has called her materialistic. They were fighting like for 3 to 4 weeks, and after that he has traveled to Kharkov for the 5th time and they have made up, and he ended up buying her that purse and they flew to Egypt together to spend that vacation. They have broken up after 10 months of dating. The gentleman later on told me that she was the most beautiful girl he has ever met, and the lady has cried for an hour in our office. They have broken up because their system of values was very different. Their attitude to money was very different. And also they have broken up because of Instagram. The lady kept posting provocative pictures on Instagram, like she wearing a tiny dress, or she wearing a tiny skirt, or she wearing jeans and a fancy bra. The gentleman has mentioned several times to her that he didn't like it. He was jealous. And the lady told him that she was doing that blog on Instagram before she has met him. She has really enjoyed it because it was part of her profession, like being in fashion industry. And she said that she couldn't understand why he was not supportive of this hobby of hers. Anyway, after they have broken up, the lady has moved on 4 months after, and she ended up dating a gentleman who also works in fashion field, and he also runs a blog on Instagram, and they often post photos together. The gentleman has ended up dating a beautiful nurse, medical nurse, and he really likes it that she is very down to earth. He likes it that she prefers collecting memories and not scenes. Also, his family adores her because she is very kind, and because she is serving people, and because she treats their son right. And her family also likes him because they see him as a generous young man who is really in love with their daughter, who treats her right, who is goal-oriented and has traditional family values. Or another story. I used to have a lady in my base. She's 23 at the moment. She was 20 when she has joined our base after attending one of the events we have hosted for ladies. This lady, she was very attractive. To be honest, I thought that she was in her middle to late 20s, probably because she had these fillers in the lips and because she has transmitted lots of open sexuality. This girl, she has spent most of her free time in gym, so you can add hitting gym every day to having a strong, beautiful 20-year-old body, and you get a very attractive 20-year-old body. This girl was honest with me and our psychologist. She told us that she would like to meet a really wealthy man because she wanted to marry a very wealthy man who will treat her right, and she dreamed to be a trophy wife, to have beautiful kids, and to spend her vacations on Maldives, on Bali, and to post beautiful, pretty pictures on Instagram. Pretty much she was looking for a sugar daddy. She was not open to date a gentleman in his 40s because her mother was 42 years old at that moment, and she believed that 40s was way too much, but she was open to date someone up till late 30s if he was not bold and ugly, and if he has ticked all the other boxes. By the way, at that moment she has already spoken really good English, and she was studying to become a legal assistant. Anyway, within the last 2 years we simply did not get any gentlemen who were sugar daddy types, who were in their late 30s, who were looking for a sugar babe, so she didn't get any dates with us. But she has met her sugar daddy on her own, and based on the photos she posts on Instagram, she has met a fairly young, middle 30s up till late 30s Russian gentleman who is looking at her with lots of adoration in his eyes, and she's posting lots of photos of her new Cartier bracelet or new earrings that her beloved man, this wealthy Russian man, has presented to her during their trips to Maldives or to Bali. I hope it will work for her. It looks like she has found what she was looking for. Good luck. Anyway, why this girl was still in my base before she has met the love of her life, I had a male client, a 27 years old programmer from San Francisco, who has complained that ladies I have showed him were too plain in his opinion, and he had higher hopes when he had hired us. This 27 years old programmer, when he was not sitting in front of his computer, he really enjoyed outdoors, and he was really into hiking. And by hiking I mean not just a trip for 1 hour, but a trip when you hike for a day, then sleep in the tent under the stars, then you climb a mountain, then again you sleep in the tent, and all in all you spend a week without hot water or a real bed, and definitely without internet. This 27 years old programmer has told us that this hobby of his is very important to him, and he believes in the future to take more hiking trips, to climb more mountains, and of course he wanted to do it together with his future girlfriend. So of course we have suggested him ladies who really were into outdoors just like him, who were not afraid to break the nail, and who were actually enjoying such trips and who did them before. Of course, our hobbies and interests influence the way we look. I can't tell you that these ladies whom we have suggested to this gentleman were not attractive. They all were athletic, they all were in a good physical shape, and we are talking about Ukraine. Of course, they had their nails done and their legs shaved, so it's not like we have tried to introduce him to a not attractive lady who is out of shape. But they were not glamorously beautiful, because if you're going to spend a week in the tent, you have to be ready for that. You have to be ready to go there without your favorite makeup, to go there without your favorite beauty procedures, and you have to be ready for all unexpected things that can happen while you climb a mountain. Anyway, the gentleman has complained that the ladies we are showing him are not attractive enough, and to show us what he was looking for, he did some print screens from the videos taken during the events we have hosted for ladies. It all has happened before the lockdown, of course. And one of the first print screens that he has sent to me showed the lady that was actually looking for her sugar daddy. I have told this programmer that this girl is definitely not for you, because your system of values is very different, and she will never ever set a foot in a tent, and she will never ever go climbing a mountain with you. She expects to be flying in business class or in private jets, and she expects to spend her vacation time only in 5-star resorts, somewhere on Bali, somewhere on Maldives, and she is looking for a sugar daddy, sugar baby type of relationship. She dreams to become a trophy wife. My client told me that of course I can't know for sure, and he was sure that this very attractive girl had this nice down-to-earth personality, and she can change her mind and she can get interested in his hobbies, so I just have to talk to her. I have told him that there is absolutely nothing down-to-earth about that girl, and she is definitely not for him. He told me that for sure I am mistaken, and for sure I just have to talk to her, because in his opinion she was the one who could understand that by her pictures, by that little clip of video that he has seen at our channel. Pretty much knowing the outcome, I have promised the client still to talk to her. We didn't even get to his photos. The lady has asked me basically 2 questions. She has asked me what he was doing for a living and how he usually spent his free time. After that, she has smiled politely and told me that he was not the right man for her. She was looking for someone else. Can you actually call this girl evil? I would say that she is pretty much mature for her age, because she knows exactly what she wants and she is going in that direction. She knows that her years and her beautiful body will get her what she is looking for, and actually, as I have shared with you at the very beginning of this story, she has met her love of her life, and this gentleman truly fulfills all her dreams. So many men do not understand what type of a woman they actually need, with what type of a lady they can be happy, they can build a healthy, lasting, loving relationship. Usually after the first consultation with the potential client, myself, our psychologist, and our executive director, we all sit down and discuss among which groups of ladies this gentleman can be popular, which types of ladies will actually be looking for his type. As a matchmaker, I can't change the mindset of a girl. If she is looking for a different type of a man, I can't convince her to just switch and start looking for my client, for his type. But I can make sure that my clients are meeting only those ladies who share his values and who can potentially choose him back because they are looking for his type of a man. Guys, very soon I will be running a small group for gentlemen. It will be a coaching group. It will include 2 group lectures and 3 individual consultations. The lectures will be live, no pre-recorded videos. During the 3 hours of individual consultations, pretty much you will get a full diagnostics of your dating strategy, and we will talk about you and what type of Ukrainian ladies are looking for your type and will find you attractive. And pretty much you will understand if international dating is for you, if you can find here what you are looking for, and if your expectations are realistic. And also I will give you some tips how to make sure, if your expectations are realistic, that you will find what you are looking for. Guys, I hope it was helpful. I hope that you have enjoyed watching this video. Please don't forget to press like to this video and to subscribe to our channel, so that I know that you want more videos like this and you want more dating stories. I want to wish you love. Svetlana Mukha from Diolli.com.